support and resistance. I had someone ask me if I could make a simple video, very simple video over support and resistance. And honestly, that's how I basically trade off our support and resistance levels, long-term and intraday. That's honestly how I do it. So I really do believe in it. And it's very important, right? If I could choose one indicator and everything else is taken away from me, I would choose support and resistance. Okay. So how can you trade off support and resistance? You have entry points, you have exit points, you have stop loss points, and reversals. Okay. So there's, plenty of things you can do. I'm sorry. I really need some coffee. Okay, so let's talk about resistance. So what is resistance? Think of resistance like the glass ceiling of a stock, right? It's the ceiling of the stock. So you need to ask yourself a few questions about that. So for resistance, can it break through resistance? Can it break through and hold through resistance? Okay. What happens if it fails? What if it fails and it cannot break through resistance? Okay. So more than likely, if it breaks through resistance and holds, then that's a breakout, okay? So you have a chance to go long. If it goes up and it cannot break through resistance, right? It cannot break through the fucking glass ceiling, then you have a chance to short stock, okay? Let's just show like a little thing I made up on cheap ass paint program. I'm sorry, that's all I have right now. So this is as real as it can get, okay? But I love to teach people this because I'm like obsessed with the stock market. So if I can help somebody out, that's awesome, okay? But okay, let's get to it. So I drew like a little shitty stock here, right? Stock went up, down, okay? So where is resistance, you guys? Here is resistance, right? Just view it as like the glass ceiling of the stock, okay? This is resistance, okay? So, like I said, you ask yourself a few questions. Oh, no, let's make that red, okay. So, if you look at this chart, what do you see, right? Look at past history, because history tends to repeat itself, okay, with a stock. And I'm not going to add news into it or all the other component. Let's just focus on this. And then we'll add everything else on top of that, okay? Because I think it's easier to learn it this way. Okay, so there is our level of major resistance. How do we know it's a major resistance line? Because it's tested. Clearly, it's tested this resistance lines once, twice, okay? And we're here, okay? Let's maybe this will help me out. We are right here, right the fuck now, right? Like, we pulled up this stock, the stock chart, and the stock is down here at $10, right? So now we're analyzing the stock, okay? Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Okay, so at $20 is the clear resistance for the stock, right? Because it's tested it once, twice, right? So as an investor, I would be like, okay, we're at support, right? What is support? Let's pull up our checklist before we get there. Okay, so support is like the floor of the stock, the bottom of the stock, okay? When it establishes a support, it gives you a chance to buy cheap, okay? If it breaks down below support, making a new low, then you have a chance to short the stock, okay? So let's just show this on here, okay? I said support is the floor of the stock, right? The support, right? The floor. So if we draw a line here, we can see a clear support level at $10. Why? Well, it's proven to us that it's touched support once, twice, 3 times, right? So that's a clear level of support, right? Okay, so now we have our resistance and our support lines, right? There's our channel. So like I said, so this has proven to us that $10 is its support, right? And we're right here right now at $10. More than likely, what am I going to do? I'm going to buy the stock because past history has told us that when the stock hits $10, right, it goes up to $20 and it can't break it and it goes back down. It does not break through the support, right? Does not break down through $10. It usually bounces back up to $20, right? Cannot break through resistance. More than likely, it's going to go back down to support. And that's what it's doing right now. It's holding at support. So what do? More than likely, you buy it, right? You buy it and you're getting a hell of a deal. You're buying it cheap. So traders and investors are going to look at that. Oh my God, I'm going to buy this fucking stock for cheap at $10, and I'll just go ahead and sell it at $20 because more than likely that's the pattern it's going to go, right? So buy at $10 and sell it close to $20. Does that make sense? So that's one way to play that. Okay. So let's change the graph a little bit for short bias people like me, right? So let's say the stock oops. You guys like my hair, by the way? I got it done. I'm a Latino woman, okay? I'm half Puerto Rican, and my hair is insanely curly, and I don't have time for that shit. So I get it straightened like every 6 months, and it makes me feel so free. Okay. All right, so let's change it up for short bias traders, okay? So let's say, and I can play this 2 ways, but let's just not confuse anybody. Okay, so here we are. The stock goes back up, right? And it hits resistance, right? Okay, so as a short bias trader, I would look for these key things. Look at history, right? Step back, we can see when the stock went back up and hit $20, it got rejected, right? And then it just sold off, right? And when it hit $10 again, it bounced back up to resistance. And once again, it has shown me that I cannot break through resistance. So more than likely, I know when the stock hits $20 again, right? Let's say we are now, let's pretend we are right here right now, okay? Jesus Christ. All right, so we're here right now, okay? So I know the stock is at $20. More than likely, it's not going to break through resistance, okay? So what am I going to do? I am going to short the stock. I'm going to short it when it hits $20, and it cannot break through. Like, it's not going to 22, 23. It's holding at this level, not breaking through it. Then I will short it down, right? You can short it down, hold it close to $10, right? Because more than likely we know $10 is the new support and it's going to go back up, right? So as a short bias trader, you want to get out before it starts going back up. Does that make sense? So that's kind of the most simplest way I can explain it, okay? So let's go back to our checklist. There's important stuff we need to go through. So okay. All right, so we got some entry points, exit points, right? What about stop losses, like your risk and reward shit, right? So we're going to do a simple way how to do it, okay? And then we'll get more and more in depth. But more than likely, where you put your stop loss, for example, let's say we're going to buy it, right? Let's go back down to here. We're going to buy the stock, right? We're going to go long on it. So let's pick a like a little star. Yeah. Let's pick a star, make it purple. Okay. So $10, right, is support, and you're going to go long, right? It's going to go up. You're hoping it goes up. So you're long bias, right? So to manage your risk and reward, you usually put your stop loss, somewhere below the support, right? In case it goes against you, right? In case it goes against you, you put it below the support and put it in a percentage that you're comfortable with losing, okay? So usually it's between 2 to 5%, okay? If you're comfortable losing 2 to 5%, I don't know, pick whatever percentage you want to do. I usually do like 2%. Just find out where 2% is from the support level and have your stop loss ready around there, okay? If you're short biased, right, where we're going to put our stop loss? Well, we are going to put our stop loss, like, for example, for me, we'll just put it like 2% above the resistance level, right? Because, let's put 2%, might help somebody. 2%, why? Because we're short bias, right? So we're hoping the stock goes down, right? So I'm okay to lose 2% if it goes against me. If it goes up, I'm okay and comfortable to lose 2%, if that makes sense. Just going to make it pretty simple on that. And then we can get more in depth. And that's really it. That's really support and resistance. And where you can find your entry points, your exit points, stop loss, reversals. Reversals will be like here. And there's more to reversals. And I'll make another video over that. Because now I'm going to start piling in the other indicators, okay? So, but for simple reasons, let's just keep this video as simple support resistance and how you can see why I love trading it.